Welcome back to Beleaguer with Brian C. James. Today is Wednesday, September 14th, and I've been off for some weeks. I started school this semester, but today I have the day off, so I tried to come in. It's not going to be too long. I really wanted to talk about some football. Football started. I want to start with my Texans. We got to see Brock for the first game, game one. He started off well. Brock's tall. He kind of looks like a statue in the pocket, but he avoided that sack or whatever and ran for that first down. That was encouraging. Then he turns around, throws an interception, and it's like, oh, no, here we go. I think Brian Hoyer threw an interception in the first drive against the Chiefs last year, so it's like, oh, my God, here we go. But he ended up threw a miracle ball to my boy Nuke. You know, DeAndre Beast. DeAndre had on his Yeezy Adidas. Those are fresh. Von Miller had the high tops on or whatever, but DeAndre had the lows or whatever. Those are fly. Will Fuller is Will Fuller's legit. I remember in the draft, I kind of wanted Corey Coleman or even Josh Doxson because I got to see them play in the Big 12 or whatever, and so I wasn't too familiar with Will Fuller, but I know O'Brien had recruited him at Penn State, but I guess he was right, man. You guys, I think you got a stud in Will Fuller. So he had to drop or whatever, but hey, it's growing pains. Andre Johnson used to drop. Wasn't it 6 or 7 years into his career where we found out Andre couldn't see, so he had to get the special whatever contacts or whatever. So it's all good. The defense is on point. Brock, one thing about Brock, though, is I want to see him go through his read progressions better. I feel like he stares down receivers. I mean, I know he's got the arm strength, but you can just see him staring down his receivers and just, trying to rifle it in. I want to see him more, check down to his over the middle. I mean, there were some plays he had Braxton Miller wide open or second, third option, the Anderson, the tight end, wide open. You know what I'm saying? And let's not, whether it's Godsey or it's Brock, let's not be throwing, 2-3 yard checkdowns when it's 3rd and 6 or 3rd and 4 or, 3rd and 8. But overall, we got the victory, and that's what's most important. So I can't complain too much. I'm not going to beat up Brock, you know what I mean? He's 1-0. I'm rooting for him. He's the quarterback of my team. So, you know what I mean? I'm in his corner. I'm on his side. But there's more work to be done. I think we're getting better though. You know what I'm saying? The Bears are let's not get crunked. The Bears are one of the worst teams in the league. It's probably the Bears and the Rams, the worst teams in the league. So, and the Browns. I want my Browns to be good. Come on, man. I want my Browns to be good. But the defense looked good. Kush, get well soon, baby. We love you. Heart and soul of the defense. JJ's the engine, but you the heart and soul. Whitney Merciless is a beast. I saw at the end or whatever in the locker room, he kind of was like, hey, 1, 2, 3 family, whatever. So it looks like maybe Whitney Merciless is becoming more of a leader of the team, which is good to see. I definitely think the Texans have probably the best pass rush in the NFL. I mean, the Broncos don't have, they lost some of their front four, but didn't DeMarcus Ware retire? So, Von Miller is a beast, but, with JJ, even, 70%, with JJ, Whitney Merciless playing like this, who Whitney Merciless, I think, was AFC Defensive Player of the Week. So with JJ and Whitney Merciless playing like this and Clowney healthy, Clowney's unguardable. Clowney is a holding penalty every time rushing off the edge. But Clowney is a holding penalty. It's just are they going to call it or not? Literally just watch Clowney every play and they're holding them. But with those three, man. So just fingers crossed. Hope we stay healthy, and I hope we get revenge against those Chiefs. I think we got to get after Alex Smith. Don't let him get comfortable. Don't let him scramble. You know what I mean? Extend those plays with his legs. Cover Travis Kelce so he not in the end zone hitting the Quan on us. You know what I mean? That was super embarrassing. I had Travis Kelce hitting the Quan. But yeah, they don't have Justin Houston. They don't have Jamal Charles. So we should win that game. We should beat the Chiefs. I ain't afraid of the Chiefs. Charles James. Shout out to Charles James, bro. You balled on special teams. Man, you earned your check, bro. Charles James is our special teams defense. I think he made every tackle, you know what I mean, on every punt, which is saying something because we got one of the best punters. Shane Leckler's a Hall of Famer. But yeah, Texans, baby. I love my Texans. AI's Hall of Fame speech. Shout outs to AI. Shout outs to Yao Ming, Yao Ming, Yao Ming, Yao Ming, Yao Ming, Yao Ming. Shout outs to Swoops. Shout outs to Shaq, Big Diesel. But AI was definitely one of my favorite players of all time. AI is so influential. His influence on just black culture, hip-hop culture, basketball culture is probably second to only Michael Jordan in my lifetime. You know what I mean? I know preceded Jordan was like Dr. J, sort of influenced them. You know what I mean? I know Jordan talks about David Thompson and Dr. J and guys like that. But in my lifetime, this era, there's Jordan, there's the Fab Five, and it's really AI. Like, and like AI probably had his more influence of anyone. Like, from the tattoos to the big diamond earrings to the braids. I remember being fourth, fifth grade third, fourth, fifth grade with braids because I wanted to be Allen Iverson. Who didn't want to be Allen Iverson? You know what I'm saying? He was a little dude. I liked how he talked about his football or whatever, how he played football. Like, I didn't just realize I knew he played football or whatever, but I didn't know he was like a football player. Like, he was like, man, basketball, that's for punks, man. I play football, whatever. Like, oh, man, if only we could have seen AI play football, dude. Like, on some Charlie Ward type stuff or like Ronald Curry or whatever. Man, that would have been tight. But shout outs to AI. He thanked rappers in his Hall of Fame speech. I'm thinking that's a first. I'm going to go on a limb and say I think no one's ever thanked Jadakiss, Jay-Z, Nas, Fabulous, and all these people in a NBA Hall of Fame speech or Basketball Hall of Fame speech. But that was tight. Oh, Bubba Chizuk. I love you, AI. You gave us so many great years, man. Man, AI. My favorite players growing up were AI, Baron Davis, Chris Paul. Those are my guys, the little guys. I love the little guys. You know, I love LeBron James. You know what I'm saying? That's my cousin, whatever. I remember being in seventh grade when I heard right when he started, like, he was on the cover of Sports Illustrated, not the one with Bassie, or was that Slam, but the one where he's like, ooh, in his St. Vincent St. Mary jersey, like, ooh, with the whatever about to dunk or something, and it's like, oh, the next superstar. And I remember being like, hey, this is my cousin, because no one really knew him yet. I remember a line of people being like, LeBron James is my cousin. He probably is, though. That's what's crazy. Probably is. But no, yeah, hey, I was like, oh, I want to thank all these rappers for being sort of like the soundtrack to my career or whatever, getting me hyped for the games and stuff. Like, that's crazy. That's so AI. Oh, man. Iverson. Y'all better stop hating on AI, man. Stop hating on AI. He's one of a kind. And he's authentic. He's a real one, and we got love for him, man. College football. My Gophers is 2-0. Looking good. That boy Tayon Devers or whatever, he's looking like a problem. So I see you. I don't know if he's a freshman or what. I think he's a true freshman. He's going to the league. College football. UT got him a quarterback. It's been a while, but them boys got them a quarterback. We got the 18-wheeler package, and Shane Buechele is one of the most accurate freshman quarterbacks I've ever seen. And I'm not just being a homer because, like, I'm an orange blood or whatever, and I love Texas football, but it's uncanny. Like, he throws a deep ball, and it's like literally you can have your eyes closed, and it just like drops right into their hands. Like, in that first game, when they were dropping those balls, like, dude, he is giving like right on the money. I wonder if I could, like, if it's on some like because his dad played pro baseball for like 10, 11 years with the Rangers. I think he's the Rangers bench coach. But so I'm assuming that Shane Buechele grew up playing baseball, you know what I'm saying? whatever travel teams, AAU, that type of stuff or whatever. Is probably a really good baseball player. No, I mean I know he's a really good baseball player. So I wonder if like on some Malcolm Gladwell, like 10,000 hours, like if you could transfer that to like the repetition and the skills that he's learned from baseball, like saying like being a shortstop or a third baseman, like you know what I mean, scooping up a ground ball, turning around, and just you know what I mean, firing it to first base, you know what I mean, or home plate, like if you could do that, you know what I mean, with regularity and with ease, like dropping back and just, you know what I mean, throwing a deep pass, like shooting fish in a barrel. So that's just my theory. But yeah, Shane Bichelle looks really good. We got us a quarterback, Gerard Hurd. I think you should. I think you should stick to receiver. I think that's your way into the league. Like they're gonna probably hate on you. You know what I'm saying? Braxton Miller made it to the league. Braxton Miller was like the best quarterback in college football for 2 or 3 years. You know what I'm saying? So I think you should get your reps in, and you know what I mean. Contribute where you can. You've already scored touchdowns, so do your thing. You know, because the ultimate goal is, you know what I mean, making it to Sunday. So make it do what it do, baby. Definitely rooting for you, Tizzle. U of H looking good. U of H ranked. U of H beat Oklahoma. That was a shocker. Because Oklahoma has some really good running backs. That dude, Joe Mixon or Dixon or whatever he is, the backup running back. Oh, man, that dude is cold. I think he was the number 1 running back in the country coming out of high school, and he got in some trouble. But that dude is like a prototypical running back. Like, man, I wouldn't mind the Texans drafting him. He looks really good. Yeah, U of H looking good. Beat up on Lamar last weekend. Greg Ward had the shoulder injury or whatever. I think he's coming back. I think they play Cincinnati tomorrow. So that should be cool. Looking to get the victory. That'll probably be kind of, sort of one of their tougher tests of the season. But, you know, shout-outs to Greg Ward or whatever. Shout-outs to the U of H. Shout-outs to the Cougars. I will say this, though. My new favorite player in college football, my brother hit me to this guy. I did not even see him his freshman year. I didn't even know, you know what I mean? Wasn't hip to him at all. Lamar Action Jackson is my favorite college football player. This dude is must-see TV. He scrambles like Vince Young, and he can throw like a right-hand Michael Vick. I mean, I seen a clip on YouTube of him throwing the ball 95 yards. I don't think it's doctored because it's a girl at the end going, "Oh my God, Lamar, you so crazy. Oh, you're so good, Lamar," or something like that. So I think that's real. It's just, and he didn't just throw the ball. He like threw it to someone and the dude caught it. So that kid is ridiculous. He has legitimate 4.3 speed. He got whatever speed you at. I'm running faster than you. I'm beating you to the end zone. So the hurdle, whatever he hurdled the dude, that's nothing. I mean, I know he got more of that in him. So super crunk for the Florida State game this weekend in Papa John Stadium. I think that's the first game of Saturday. I think it's 11 o'clock. So definitely crunk for that one. Lamar Jackson is a true sophomore, and I was reading up on him. He had like never even had a playbook in high school. Like I think it was like SB Nation or Bleacher Report. One of them, they did this article on him, really good article. But there was like he had never had a playbook. He was like his coach just sort of drew it up on the whiteboard and put him on the headset and just let him play or whatever. So when he first got to Bobby Petrino's system at Louisville, and they showed him this big old playbook, he was like, is that shit written in Greek? Like, what is that? So it's truly remarkable that he could, you know what I mean, be scoring 8 touchdowns. I don't care if it's against Charlotte. Like, just running that offense, like, that takes a lot. So shout-outs to Lamar Jackson. I want to see him in the offseason getting with the George Whitfields and all the quarterback gurus, John Gruden, Trent Dilfer, whatever you got to do. Getting all the camps, just work on your mechanics. Whatever they're going to try to hate on you and say you're not a true quarterback, whatever. They want to put you in a dual threat category or limit you or try to do all this type of stuff. No, you got the skills to pay the bills, bro. You know when to run. You know when to throw. You can throw the deep ball. I mean, you can just throw it to where your receivers can just go get it. Man, Lamar Jackson is extremely talented. I saw Rivals or whoever Had him rated as the 401st just player overall in his class. Yeah, right. Y'all screwed that up. Like, get out of here. 401st. He's the 401st best player in the history of Florida high school football. Y'all tripping. 401st in his class? What? Yeah, right. But yeah, shout out to Lamar Jackson. You got what, this year and then another year of football, of college football eligibility before you can declare? Dude, I want the Texans to draft him. Now, I'm not hating on Brock. Brock's contract, they say it's 4 years, but really I think it's just 2 guaranteed. So, you know what I'm saying? And not to say that we're just going to draft him or whatever, Brock, but like, hey, if he's available, dude, I draft him in the first or second round. Please. You need 2 good quarterbacks. You know what I mean? A guy like Tom Savage. Tom Savage is really good. Tom Savage probably going to get a gig elsewhere. Like, for real. You know what I mean? And good for you, Tom Savage. So whether it's we have Tom Savage, a dude like that, a dude like Action Jackson and Brock or whatever, I'd love to see Lamar Jackson in the Texans jersey. We didn't get Vince. We didn't get, you know what I mean? We didn't get Teddy Bridgewater. We didn't get Jameis. That's the dude I want. Honestly, if I could have one college quarterback, I'd take Lamar Jackson all day, every day. And, yeah. And when he scores touchdowns, they could just play Action Bronson and Kendrick Lamar every other time he scored a touchdown. I don't know. But the Heisman race, I think he's probably, you probably have to say he's third in the Heisman race right now. It's probably him, Watson, and McCaffrey. Probably McCaffrey's schedule is about to get real. I think they had this weekend off, but McCaffrey's schedule is about to get real. And if he can get past USC, UCLA, Notre Dame, and teams like that, because he has a good quarterback and they got a good defense, they got a good offensive line, so it's possible. It is definitely possible. But yeah, I like McCaffrey. McCaffrey's good. I'm not gonna hate on him. I'm not gonna try to act like he's the great white hype or something. I think McCaffrey's real. The thing about McCaffrey that really showed me what type of football player he is isn't the kick returns, isn't the versatility, isn't, you know what I mean, running out of the backfield. It was the play against Kansas State where the quarterback fumbled and the dude picked it up, the linebacker picked it up and ran it 40, 50 yards, you know what I mean, to try to score a touchdown. I don't even know if the play was like a penalty or it was called dead or something, but Christian McCaffrey chased him down the field and tackled him and then started talking smack to him or whatever, Like, that showed me the type of competitor he is. So for all your scouts, you know what I mean, you're going to see all the kick returns and the touchdowns and the highlights. Look at a play like that to see what type of player he is, you know what I mean? After he had ran back a kick or a punt that got called back and been running all over the field all day, he did something like that in like the third quarter or whatever. So shout out to McCaffrey. That boy Ed McCaffrey got some sons, boy. He just lounging up, chilling, because he got Dylan coming through. Yeah, Ed McCaffrey, boy, got them good genes. But yeah, so even if McCaffrey does get it this year, I'm looking for maybe Lamar to get it next year. You know what I mean? Not putting no pressure. Not trying to put pressure on him, but I'm definitely rooting for you. Boxing. Had a good weekend. Friday night had the Easter Comey fight. Oh, that was a great fight. Now, I was excited for that fight. I was really crunk for that fight because I saw the the Sal Mesakela Vice documentary on the Ghanaian fighters from Bochum or whatever, and they featured Richard Comey in that, and it's crazy. It's like, you know, tens of thousands of people that live in Bochum, and it's like it has like the size of like 3 football fields put together. You know what I mean? These kids walking around with like no shoes, bare feet, just like punching bags, just like in the middle of like this village or whatever. And like it is responsible for like the majority of like African champions or whatever, like, or the majority. It's like literally the capital of African boxing. So shout out to Richard Comey. You're not a loser. You're definitely a champion. I don't really think you won that fight. I think Easter won that fight. I have to watch it again. I'm gonna watch it again. But Easter's good. I think that was the first time Easter went 12. I think Comey had only gone 12 rounds once. But man, that was a good fight, good matchup, similar size, similar reach. They was going at it. I definitely think that's one of the 4 or 5 fights, best fights of the year. Salido Vargas was legit. That fight, Porter Thurman. So yeah, those are probably my candidates for fight of the year thus far. But yeah, shout outs to Robert Easter, man. Shout outs to About Billions. Y'all doing y'all thing, man. Y'all doing y'all thing. Let's see AB get in the ring, baby. I want to see you get in the ring. I think he's fighting that dude from the UK or whatever, from Great Britain. So yeah, I want to see AB get in the ring. Your boy Robert Easter holding it down. Triple G and Kell Brook. Triple G looked human because that first or second round, I think it was round 2. That was the first round I've seen every fight since at least the David Lemieux fight. So I think there's only like 3 fights, but that's the first time I'd seen Triple G like not win a round. I think Kell Brook won round 2. I think Triple G said he won like every other round or whatever. He thought that Brook had won every other round or something, and he gave his performance like a 4 or 3 or 4 or something. But he just ate his punches. He was like, you know what I mean? He was like, I don't care what weight you are. You have welterweight power. I'm walking through the punches. I'm stalking you down. I'm chopping you down. He just beat him up. There's nothing you could do. He broke his eye socket. He just beat him up. Throw in the towel, save your fighter, live to fight another day. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. You weren't going to win that fight. You were just going to get beat up. So you're a really good fighter. You don't need to be damaged goods. Just, you know what I'm saying? Just get back on track. Get back on track. I definitely want to see you fight. What's my boy? Errol Spence. I want to see that Spence Brook fight next year. So hopefully that can happen. I don't know what's the deal with the IBF mandatory or whatever because Errol's a challenger. So we'll see what happens with that. But this weekend we got Canelo and Liam Smith at the Cowboy Stadium. You already know what that's gonna do. Liam Smith, you ain't got nothing, bro. I mean, I know people never heard of you, but I just saw the HBO little whatever leading the little 15-minute little Canelo versus Liam Smith or whatever. Liam Smith ain't got nothing, bro. He gonna knock you out. I mean, he know he gonna knock you out. It's gonna be probably an action-packed fight. You probably gonna stand there and fight with him for a little bit, but you probably gonna get knocked out in like 7 or 8. You probably gonna get knocked down like 7 or 8, honestly. Because Canelo be knocking people out. So Canelo, I think you need to put on a really good performance to really get people behind you because they've been kind of down on you. Is he ducking and dodging Triple G and all this stuff? You've been getting flack for this, and then you picked Canelo. You picked Liam Smith, and it's like, who the fuck is Liam Smith? You know, American people don't really know who that is. So I think you need to put on a good performance. You need to like James Kirkland. You need to James Kirkland knockout kings him. Yeah, excited for that one. The first weekend of the NFL, the boy Antonio Brown started twerking on him. That was hilarious. Did they penalize him on like the kickoff or the whatever the extra point? That's lame. You can't twerk. They can't twerk. I mean, that's not doing what Chad Johnson used to do. Ocho Cinco used to get, you know what I mean, do all kinds of stuff. That was distracting. All he did was twerk a little bit. That was funny. Is that the first time anyone has ever done that? Because that's hilarious. The Rams are the worst team in the league. That is the worst offense I've ever seen on Monday Night Football. Y'all couldn't score a point, my dude. Case Keenum, bro, they threw you to the wolves. Man. What else happened? Oh, all the teams in the AFC South lost. Shout outs to the NFC. I just want to thank the NFC for holding us down, baby. You know what I'm saying? Making sure we get this wild card, making sure we win this AFC South, you know what I'm saying? Texans won. And then the Packers beat the Jags, the Vikings beat the Titans, and the Lions beat the Colts. So, yeah, shout outs to the NFC for holding us down, baby. I really do appreciate that. I really do. The Raiders, Jack Del Rio. Shout outs to Jack Del Rio. That's a real coach trying to win. Shout outs to Jack Del Rio going for 2 against them sorry Saints that can't play no defense. Bro, I'm going for 2 on y'all. First of all, I know for a fact that Derek Carr throws the best goal line fade of any quarterback in the league, in my opinion. If I'm on the goal line, 4th and goal, one play, whatever, extra point type of situation, and I need to just hoop, drop back, and throw it up, bro, Derek Carr to Michael Crabtree, 1-on-1, that's touchdown every time, bro. Michael Crabtree's a basketball player. That's touchdown. That's too easy. That's too easy. So that's a real coach. You play to win. You don't play them in overtime, bro. And I know the Cowboys lost, and people probably cold on the Cowboys. But as soon as they win, people get crunk on them again. But could there possibly be 4 black quarterbacks in the NFC playoffs? Huh? Could it be Cam? Who beats Russell Wilson? Possibly Jameis Winston, who I think the Bucks are the sleeper team of the NFC, maybe even the league. I think Jameis Winston is really finna, you know what I mean? Like, people really finna see how cold Jameis is. So you have Cam, Russell Wilson, Jameis Winston, and maybe even Dak. Could there be 4 black quarterbacks in the NFC playoffs and just totally put to bed the myth, even though it's been shattered long before, that, the black quarterbacks don't reign supreme. But it's all good. We shall see. They put the 2K, NBA put the free 2K Prelude up for so you can download and do the My Career stuff, and you can like scan your face with the my NBA 2K17 app or whatever. Which I'm having trouble trying to do that or whatever. I haven't got it to work. I know I've seen people like on the internet try to get it to work or whatever. So I'm assuming it could work, but mine is always like, oh, follow instructions, redo it. I'm like, this shit don't work. But they got a bunch of cool presets, and some of the presets kind of look similar, so it's really cool. They did a really good job with that, man. Y'all did a really good job with that. So I'm really having fun with that one. But yeah, that's pretty much it, man. We ain't gonna stay too long. I'm gonna get out of here. We're going to sign off with the dime of the day. I think the dime of the day has to go to my girl Jazz Sinclair from that movie When the Ball Breaks or whatever. I haven't seen it yet. I've seen the trailers everywhere. But if everyone's been talking about this girl, and she thinks she's a young girl. But yeah, shout outs to you. Pretty girl, new actress. We need all the new pretty young black actresses we can. Hopefully you get more opportunities to do your thing. You guys had a good opening weekend or whatever. And yeah, shout outs to you. So that is it. I'm finna roll. Take care, everybody. Remember, stay blessed, stay out of trouble, keep making it do what it do. This is Beleaguered with Brian James, and I'm out. Peace.